pretty good. One other piece.
What's up, y'all?
Martha Stewart. Steak mixed with grease. Always good. That's pretty tasty. I like steak. Love steak. All right, what's up, y'all? Weekly update. As you can see, we got tubes on Gary's Ranger. So this is the main structure that we have here. Obviously, stuff's kind of everywhere right now. Got the shocks in, cycled everything like that. The only thing that we need to change is these are new bypasses that he had from what he had before. And the rod end on it's actually a little bit longer, so we have to get his old rod ends from him and put those on there so then it bottoms out in correct timing. But everything is tacked up. It does cycle really good. Happy with that. All TIG welded. Much happier with like this structure because before, like we talked about, it just had this single tube that came out wrapped all the way around, and it had the shock mounts were built into the cross member, which is okay. But with this application, it was just solely riding on this tube, so it gave a lot of leverage like that. And the tube that was here before had a lot of bend in it, which could have been from bracketry welding or it actually flexing and hitting. Wasn't really a great design. Now we have it all boxed in, triangulated all the way down. Much, much, much stronger, all chromoly. Very happy with this. You can get an idea on the radiator this isn't like the actual location. We have to lean it back a little bit like it is because this radiator is massive. It's one of the biggest ones you can get. It's what he wanted because he lives in Lake Havasu, which during the summer gets 120 degrees plus, so very hard. And most likely when we don't have the fiberglass yet, unfortunately, we say this every week, they had some manufacturing issues. They're very straightforward and honest with us, so I take it, you know, with what it is, you know. Some things are out of people's control. But we know the tube structure is going to work with everything that we have. So after we get the fiberglass, we can set everything on, make sure all of it clears, everything nice and pretty, and then we can build out forward. We can get our frame horns on. We can get this finalized, probably do a small cut down in the frame to where this recesses down a little bit more, get it a little bit more upright. But this is just sitting there. Nothing major, it's not permanent. All this is pretty much finalized. I am not going to finish welding these out. These are just tacked in. The fiberglass is coming, does have louvers in it. I don't know how much the louvers step down. We made this physically high as possible because he wanted to be able to get his air cleaner off easier. And this was the max that we know we could do, depending on the cowl and the louvers. That being said, we're going to leave it tacked for now because it's much easier just to clip it off and remake a couple mounts if it does not clear, or if we have to grind too much off to where we don't want on louvers, we can replace these and redraw these. All this geometry can stay the same. We could just bring this down a little bit more, which does make it harder to get the air cleaner off, but I think we're going to be okay on this. Very happy with it. I think that's about it. There is other things that we do work on in the shop, so I know today's video is going to be a little short and one-sided to the Ranger, but we get stuff in weekly that you guys never see, like semi-trailers, walk-in stuff all the time. The F100 is getting close. The tube structure is almost done, so that is a huge win. Thank you to Jason Hurd. And when we get all that stuff from him, we can start making all that. Then it's just bracketry, paneling. We still have to make the spine of the truck, aka the Y-frame. Lots and lots of work of that, but we've been on a spree of ordering parts to get everything here ahead of time, and that will be super great. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but we have 2 new additions to the family. So anybody that is knowing me since I was 19, 14 years ago, I've always had wolves. Well, I had to put my last boy wolf down, a few days ago, and we already had these dogs from a rescue. We just didn't get them yet because they weren't ready. And I'm not a breeder guy. These are rescues. So these are the new guys. Where you at? They're behind the door. Come here. Oh, come here, you little chonkers. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, I say hello to the camera guy and all the Facebook and YouTube world and Instagram. So the light colored guy here, that is Atlas, and the little girl right here, her name is Juniper. These are the two new additions to the family. Thank you. Puppy breath. Oh. So we'll see you guys next week on the weekly update. Hopefully we'll have some more updates for you. Oh yeah, my little chonkers. There you guys go.
Crack the door for a second. Hey, do you think we can get them to sit?